there.
What's driving me to actually run is, I have five little daughters. I didn't get married till late in life. My wife and I decided to wait and to have children after we got married. And my oldest is 11, my youngest is 3, and so I have a young family. I'm 48 years old,
mm-hmm.
and and these the Lord and my kids are what keep me going every day. And I look around and I actually feel. I had a meeting last night in Alton with about 20 people over on Bennett Drive.
Yeah.
And the nicest folks. And they all had the same concerns about not being treated fair. They call and nothing happening. And I feel sorry. I feel bad that there's no service out here for people. And everybody says, oh, there's not enough police. There's not enough police. I never had that problem in Alton. I gave everybody my phone number as chief of police, and they would call me day and night. And at first it drove my wife crazy. And then she realized that, these people actually need somebody to help them all the time, and there's not enough police. And I didn't mind that.
Yeah.
So I'm just looking to make things better for the folks around here. I'm not coming in here trying to be a savior and change the world or anything. I just wanted to let people know that there's a better way.
Sure. So tell us a little bit about the Oregon Sheriff's Department. How many deputies are there, or what's the total employment size over there?
You have the sheriff, you have the chief deputy, you have a bailiff, and then you have 3 road deputies.
Okay.
And one of the issues that I see as a problem up there is that the sheriff and the chief deputy both go in there and work 5 days a week from 8 to 4. You don't need 2 administrators sitting up there, and they also have a secretary and a dispatcher up there and a jailer. So you're talking
right.
3
80% of the working force is all sitting there at the same time.
Yeah, 8 to 4, 5 days a week. You don't need that. That chief deputy should be out there managing the road deputies at night during the week. That only leaves us 3 road deputies for this entire county, over 700 square miles, 790 square miles over that, to patrol this whole entire area, and that's it's unreasonable.
Right.
So these ideas that I have. I want to put out substations around the area to get the deputies away from Alton instead of having them sit in the city of Alton all the time. Whenever you look for a deputy, they're sitting around the courthouse because everybody lives around the courthouse.
Right.
I've already had meetings with the city of Kosh, and they've agreed in principle, if I become sheriff, to allow us to use their city hall as a substation, so officers can go in there, do reports, use the facilities, whatever they need.
Okay, good.
So they don't have to drive all the way back to Alton unless they, of course, have an arrest or go to Thayer if they have an arrest.
Well, part of the problem, as I see it, and I think this is a problem across all of rural America, is you have sheriff's deputies in these gigantic counties, which when a call comes in, if everybody's got to go from the heart of the county out to the call, it's 45 minutes to get there. So,
yes,
maybe it makes more sense to station guys in a more localized area to the hot spots that are potentially out there, right? So,
yes, sir.
It sounds like that, like having one of the problems I see here, and I see this here in Howell County as well, is I see sheriff's department driving around, and we've got our own city force. So what do we need a sheriff's department in town for? I mean, they're supposed to be county deputies, not necessarily city duplicates. And I personally think to myself, well, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. You've already got city police driving around. Why do we have to have county sheriffs patrolling, on their heels? It's kind of overlapping, in my opinion. But, they may know something I don't know. I'm not in law enforcement, but,
That is exactly my point. When I was chief, I would see these county deputies just patrolling around the Alton area, patrolling up and down the 160 in the city of Alton, but nobody wants to leave that area because they all live in that area.
Sure.
So, and they need to be supervised at night with directed patrol.
Right.
They need to be told, you have to keep crime stats, look at what's going on in the county, and figure out, okay, this is where we're having problems right now. This is where we're having thefts. This is where we're having burglaries. This is where we're having vandalism. This is where we're having problems with, racing vehicles or whatever. And directed patrols at night, and send a patrolman there. And
sure.
Keep them in that area. Keep them in the north. Keep one in the north end, one in the south end. Get that chief deputy out of that courthouse during the daytime. Put him in at night, so we have 4 deputies to run on the roads
the
at
footprint,
night.
Right.
And get them in the north and the south end, and get them in these substation areas so they can patrol around and give us more coverage. We don't need them in the cities. They already have police forces in the cities.
Well, I'll tell you what, we've got to take a break because that's how we pay for radio around here.
Oh, yes, sir.
And can I ask you to hold on until after the break? Can you stay with us for a few more minutes for another
yes,
couple? All right. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. And when we get back, you can give us some information about how folks can reach your campaign so that, they're not just hearing you on the radio, but they have a way to contact you and talk with you about it.
I'd appreciate it, sir. Thank you.
All right, great. We'll be right back, folks. All right, and we're back. Not quite sure what kind of music that was, but all right. So we have Kevin Jotz with us on the phone, and Kevin is running for Oregon County Sheriff, and so I still have no hearing here. But so Kevin was running for Sheriff in Oregon County. He's telling us a little bit about his history, what he sees going on in Oregon County, and what he's trying to accomplish over there. So, Kevin, do you have a way that folks can reach you to learn more about your campaign or to support you or ask questions directly?
Yes, Michael. I have a website. It's just www.kevinjotz.com.
Okay, and that's your last name is spelled Jotz, right?
Yes, sir.
Great.
Yes,
okay, so it's kevinjotz.com?
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
I was also wondering, if I may, there's an upcoming event in Mountain Grove on Monday, the 21st. It's the Constitutional Sheriff's Project.
Oh,
and,
great.
Sheriff Brad Rogers is going to be speaking there. He's I'm a member of the Constitutional Sheriff's Project, and it's an important group, if I may. It's a group that's going around and it's trying to inform sheriffs. I don't know if you're aware that a state like Connecticut has done away with sheriffs. Delaware is attempting to do the same thing right now. Biden, their Attorney General, has taken away the powers of arrest for one of the sheriffs in that small state of Delaware. They only have 3 sheriffs in that entire state, and they're trying to get rid of sheriffs because we are the last line of sheriffs are the last line of defense for our rights
sure.
in states.
Hey, we have a caller on who'd like to ask a question. Can we bring him in?
Yes, please.
Okay, come on in, caller.
Hey, good morning, Mike.
Good
How
morning.
You doing?
Good. Who's this?
This is Dirk Shea. I got the Ozark Property Rights Congress. We got the Constitutional Sheriff's Project. Just him over the air for doing that for us. And just to find out if he's going to be at our Brad Rogers event that we're going to have on Monday.
I think he was just talking about that.
Oh, terrific. Yeah, I was on hold, so I didn't hear him.
Yes, sir. I'll be there. This is an important event, and I was just telling Michael that it's open to law enforcement from 1 to 5 p.m. and all prospective sheriff candidates, and then open to the public from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And